Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I need to make a gift box, so I thought I would make the Fabulous Fabrics handbag. You would have seen I've already made a video for this, so I thought I'd just put one together, and I thought I'd also film it. So if you wanted to craft along, you can do. This time I'm just using pattern paper and some Craft Perfect. So I'm not actually using any thicker GSM cardstock. I'm just kind of going in with 216 GSM. So for this, I am using the Craft Perfect in Rose Pink and Bubblegum Pink, and I am also using some cardstock from this paper collection, which is the first edition Love Story. This is a very old 8x8 paper pad, and I've sort of picked this like a bubblegum pink polka dot paper, and then on the other side it's got like the larger polka dots, but it's got like floral designs on it. So I'm using this, and I'm also using the polka dot. So I don't want to take too long going through everything. As always, I've cut everything out. I'll go through what you need for this. So if I just quickly go through it, I am doubling up on certain things, especially because I'm using Craft Perfect. So I've cut out 2 of these, which is going to make the front and the back of the handbag. I've also then cut out the same piece again, just cutting off the large tab at the bottom, and I've gone ahead and trimmed a slither off both of my panels. So I'll just show you, because I've already completed one part of it. I don't know if you can see inside, but there is bubblegum pink underneath this polka dot, and I have lined it on the inside, and I've also done these side panels as well. But we are going to put one of these together, and we're going to decorate this one as well. So all is not finished with this panel that I've put together. So I've cut out 2 of these and just, as mentioned, trimmed around the edge. I've cut out my decoration or my panel to layer with. I've cut out 2 in this larger polka dot. I really like this paper collection. And then on the inside I'm going to line it with the reverse of this, which is that polka dot. So you need 4 of these all together to line the outside and the inside. You will need 6 of these all together, and we'll put one of the side panels together. You will need 2 of these tabs. Because I'm using Craft Perfect, I've decided to cut 2 out, and I've just trimmed the semicircle tabs off each end, but this will form the closure that goes over the handbag. So I've got one of those. I've got the pocket. I've cut out the zip 4 times. I've cut out this decoration piece and the actual pocket itself. I've also cut out 2 of these pieces with the rounded off edge, and I've also cut out 2 of these, one for the zip that's going to go across the bag and one for the pocket. So I've got those. You also need one of these pieces, but I've actually cut out 2, and I've added my decoration piece already onto it. just to kind of make it easier on time and things. As mentioned, I've cut out the zip 4 times. I've cut out the closure as well here. I've got the zip cut out twice. I've cut the love heart out twice as well. I've cut out these chains twice. I've also cut out the tassel twice and the top of the tassel twice. I've already made one of the tassels just to make it easier on time. You need to cut the handle out 4 times. I've already obviously done one handle, and then these are the decoration pieces that will layer on top. And then I've cut these decoration panels out 6 times again, once in the polka dot and then once in that larger polka dot. So 3 of each, 6 of each. And then I've also cut out these buckles, these straps, and I've just glued the buckle down already. I've cut that out 4 times. I'm not really sure if I will use 4 of them. I'll probably just use 2. So let's make a start on this. You also need to have some thin foam pad. So I'm bringing in some tools that I will need, and I'll just put my scissors there. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get the handle in, and I'm going to also bring in this piece here. So let's just move these bits out of the way so it's not getting in our way to confuse you. So first of all, what I need to do is glue both my handles together. So we'll do that now. And this time I must remember to glue my handle down first. So just lining that up. Like so. I'm then going to apply glue to these decorative pieces. Too much glue on there. I may be going to London tomorrow, so I need to get this made because this will be a present for my sister-in-law. It was her birthday on the 2nd, so hopefully get to spend a bit of time with the family. That's one side. Let's do the other side. Okay, so now that's stuck down, I'm going to bring in my panel, and I think in my previous video I did go through this with you, but this is how I've aligned mine. So I've placed it on my grid cutting mat, and I've basically just put a dab of glue and you'll see some indentation marks on both sides. You just need to line it up with that really, and that will give you the correct spacing so it's central. So if I place that back down, you will see that that's in the middle there, as it should be. Okay, so that's done. If we turn that over, you can see that it all lines up at the back with those indentation marks as well. So now what we need to do is bring in this piece here, which will form the closure. So I'm just going to give this a curve. Doesn't need too much of a curve, just a slight one. And we're just going to fold these tabs back. Give that a good burnish. And I'm just going to add a dot of glue to each of these tabs. And I'm going to go ahead and again, if I just line that up with my grid mat, we just know that it needs to be central. So I'm going to place that on here like so. Lift that up, and then I kind of know where that needs to be, and that's placed where it needs to be. Like so. I'm just going to give this a curve. Oh, wrong way. Is that the wrong way? Yeah, it is. It needs to be good side facing down. So hopefully, I mean, you might use thicker card, so you might not need to worry about this. But I'm doing it because I just want it to be, because I'm using 216 GSM, I'm just kind of doubling up on everything. So I'm just going to slot that right onto there, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold back these tabs as well quickly. And we will join the closure section onto it shortly. But I'm just going to go ahead now and bring in my side panels here. I'm going to curve each one of my side panels. And then I'm just going to fold all my tabs back like so. Like so. I'm just going to fold one of these tabs like so. Just move that out of the way. I'm going to give that a burnish. So that's going to be one side of my handbag. And then I'm going to bring in one of these. I'm going to take this tab, fold that, and I'm going to apply glue to that tab there, and I'm going to join that up onto the end of this side panel here, making sure it's all aligned, nothing's poking out, because we need everything to join nice and level. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and going to fold this piece where that score line is. I'm going to give that a fold. Like so. What I do need to do is also trim off this tab here. Yeah, I'm going to trim this off. Let me do this one here. On my previous bags I've left this tab, but for this one I am going to trim it off. Like so. I've left it on my other, on this one. I've left it on there, on this one. So now that I've trimmed that off, I'm going to go ahead and apply glue to this tab here. So let's stick this down first. You're going to marry that up with that bottom panel and make sure everything levels up. Like so. Then I'm going to apply glue to all these tabs here. Honestly, if you haven't got your bag out yet, you really must get it out and have a play, because it's such a fun bag. It really is. And I'm just going to go ahead and press these tabs down. I'm going to use my precision tool to secure that first one there, and then I'm just going to go along and press all these tabs down, making sure I'm feeling with my fingers, the tips of my fingers, just to make sure that it's all aligning nicely. It's perfect. Just going to go over it quickly with my precision tool as well. Yep. And then I'm going to do the next one. So I'm going to apply glue to this tab here. And then I'm going to place that onto here. Like so. Just making sure it's level. And then pressing that down. I'm going to open that back out and apply glue to all these tabs here. And again, I'm going to go ahead and secure that first one. And then I'm just going to work my way around. And now I'm just going to go ahead and apply glue to this tab here. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply glue to all these semicircle tabs here. And to this one here. And then I'm going to join this one up first. Make sure that one is level. Wipe away any excess glue. And then I'm just going to work around these tabs here. So I'm just going to press those down. And then for this part, just need to make sure it lines up nicely at this end, and I'm going to press that one down. It's a bit wonky donkey. We don't want that. I'm going to go in with my precision tool. All right, that's perfect. There we go, that's better. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and bring in this piece here and this piece here. Let's move those bits out of the way. I'm going to apply glue, and this is going to help cover up all those tabs. So I'm going to place this over my bubblegum pink sheet and leaving a nice even border. I'm going to press that down. Bring my bag back in, and then that's going to go inside, sit in there nicely, and then I can press everything down, and that's basically covered up all my work-ins, all my tabs, and then nothing is on show. Okay, so that's now done. I think what I want to do is, this is going to be the back of the bag, so I'm not going to put my front of the closure on right at this moment, but what I will do is put my patterned panel at the front here, leaving a nice even border. It's pretty, really pretty. I really like this paper. It's kind of shifted a little bit, but I'm not going to I am going to move it because I don't like it shifted like that, so bear with. Let's do that again. again. So and that's better. Okay. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put my clasp on. So for this then, I am going to apply glue to these tabs here, and I'm going to put the nice side at the bottom, and we are going to press all those tabs down. And then we're going to take our neat piece and then we're going to place that over the top, just making sure everything lines up. As it should. And I'm just going to press that down. So now that's our front, well, our back and our front. So what I need to do is put all my patterned elements on. So let's do that now. I'm just going to curve that with my hand. There are some indentation marks on these, so you just need to follow it along. My daughter, she's her car got delivered on Thursday. I drove her into work with her car yesterday morning, and in the afternoon I got her to drive back in her car, and then she took it out by herself yesterday evening. She felt a bit more confident to go out, so yesterday was the first time she drove the car by herself after we got back from me picking her up from work. And then this today she went out to work by herself in the car. It's just always really daunting when you have to kind of let go of the reins, and you know, your final child has grown up, and it's kind of scary. I never thought I would see the day where she starts to drive, but here we are. She's finally got her own car, And yeah, it's all grown up. No more lifts, no more having to pick her up because she's got her own car now, and she's so happy with it. She you know, she paid for everything herself, everything literally. So that one's kind of shifted a little bit. I needed it to come down a bit more. Don't know if it will. I'm not going to damage the paper. I'm going to leave it as it is. So I do have panels that I've cut out to line the base of it as well, but we'll do that shortly. I'm going to take the panels for the inside now and quickly line those up as well. Okay, so that's all lined up on the inside, looking neat. So I think what I'm going to do is do everything first, like line the pockets and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the pocket on the back, but before I do that, let's put that to one side. One of the strips that I've taken, I'm just going to apply some glue. And let's put that on there. Like so. I am going to take the zip piece as well. I'll have to trim some of it off, I think. But I'm going to just apply dots of glue onto the back of that and place that on there. Just going to trim a tiny bit of this zip off, just there. Wipe away any excess glue, and if you do get any glue on mirror card or anything like that, you can just wipe it away with a damp cloth or a baby wipe or something. So that's now stuck down. I'm going to take a pulley for the zip and place that on there. Oh, what I haven't mentioned, which I should have done, the mirror card that I'm using for this is Platinum Rose. I'm not using Harvest Gold for once. So yeah, this is the Platinum Rose, which I need to order more of because I think this was my last sheet. I've got this decoration piece. Again, I'm just going to add dots of glue and stick this down. And I'm going to put my pocket on the back, I think. I'm going to place it. Yeah, I definitely want to place it on the back. But what I'm going to do is add some foam tape onto here. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some glue onto there. And I'm just going to cut some foam tape. Just move all this out of the way. Stick one on there. This is, I believe this is 5mm. Cut that a little bit too short, so let's just get another piece. And then stick that onto there. Right, let me let that dry for a second. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. While that's drying, we are going to go ahead and do the other part of the zip. So we're taking this long strip here that's got the 2 tabs at the ends, and we're going to take our semicircle edge strips as well, and we're going to apply glue to this tab here and join that piece up. Make sure it's straight. We're then going to add some glue onto there and stick that end down as well. Just going to let that glue set for a second. Let's go back to this. And I'm going to peel away. It's the only thing I don't like about foam tape. I really struggle to get the backing off the foam tape. Going to apply those glue. And we are going to place that centrally onto there. So technically you could put something in there if you wanted to, like a little gift card maybe, or something. Okay, so now that's stuck down. Okay, so now let's go back to this piece here. We're going to attach 3 zips onto our strip. So go from one end, like so. Let's try the next one up. And these, the zip interlocks, by the way, to make life easier. Like so. I am getting glue everywhere, by the way, but that's okay. And then this last one, we will need to trim this one. So I'm just going to bring in my snips and give it a snip just there like so. And then press all that down like so. Okay, I just need to go ahead now and apply a thin line of glue to the edge of this strip here. Then need to take some foam tape, and I'm just going to place my foam tape at one end. And then we're just going to snip that away there. Just press that down. Okay, so at this point what I want to do is, if I bring in this piece here, I want to go ahead and place my patterned paper. So I'm going to bring in 2 of these. I have thought about putting these at the bottom here, but I actually prefer them coming down like this. So I think that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to apply glue to my patterned panel. Just going to put extra glue here and here. And then I am going to place that where I want that to go, roughly. So that's kind of where it's going to go. I then need to apply glue to this. And then line this up along here. Make sure it's nice and straight. That's one. I'm going to apply glue to the next one here and do exactly the same thing. Just make sure everything is aligned, and then press everything down. There we go. I think I like that. Okay, so with this tab here, I'm going to fold this out. I should have done this before really, but so I'm going to fold this out. And give that a good burnish. So when I join my two pieces together, I can then glue them down. So I'm just going to apply some glue onto there. Make sure that's level at this end. Pressing that tab down. And make sure it's level at that end too. And now I can press all that down. And then I'm going to take the two strips that I've cut out. So I've measured the depth on these bottom pieces here, and then I've cut a piece out which is, I believe it's 1 inch by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm just going to line the inside of my gift box. Pressing all that down, and that is the inside lined. Now what we need to do is apply our zip section, so let's do that now. We are going to peel off the backing of this, and just going to apply glue all along this foam tape. Now this is going to be on the inside rather than the outside, and all you're doing is going along this stitch line here. So roughly, yeah. So you're just going to work your way around, leaving a nice even border. So you can see a slight slither of that pink. And I'm not too worried about this side being a little bit short, because that's where my pulley for my zip is going to go anyway, so I'm not too worried about it being there. So I'm pressing all that down like so, and that just tucks in like that. It's going to be like so. So here what we need to do is add the closure. So you've got this piece here. There are score lines on this, so where the decorative part is, you're going to fold that towards you, and then the next score line, fold it back, the next one, fold that back, and then the next one you fold towards you. So you should get something that will look like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply glue here, there, and press those two together. Just wait a few seconds for that to grab. Right, let that grab for a second. While that's doing its thing, let me make the tassel. So you need a quilling tool, and all I'm going to do is put one end of my tassel through the slit on here. I'm going to apply some glue, and I'm basically going to twirl around my quilling tool like so, and I'm just going to hold that there. And that's basically your tassel. You've got this camel looking piece here, and all I'm going to do is again apply glue, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around the top of my tassel. Oh, let's try that again. Just roll some of this glue off the tip of my fingers. I'm going to take this tiny little love heart and I'm going to place that on to my tassel. Right, I've already got one made, so I'm going to feed that through like so. Let's bring this in. And just gonna hold that for a second there. Let's get the next one. There we go, there's two of our tassels there. Let's just bring in our closure. I'm going to apply glue. And for this, I'm going to just put that through the slot there. Oh. Just going to hold that for a second because I need it to grab. go. Just going to go in and just press that down like so, and that finishes off my pretty pink handbag. So hopefully you've made it to the end and you've watched me put this together. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all the new subscribers this week. I am planning to do a giveaway, as I have mentioned before. That's been something that I've said that I wanted to do when I reach 1,000, and that is still the plan. So hopefully I'll make it there, and it's not going to be too long before I get there. I am so thankful for all the love, kindness and support that you have all shown, and you know, the fact that you continue to watch my YouTube channel. So hopefully I'm not too far away from reaching 1,000. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It doesn't cost anything. It just kind of, you know, gives us the enthusiasm to carry on doing what we're doing, and give us a thumbs up just to show that you are watching, because I know quite a few people have mentioned recently on posts, you know, we get hundreds of views but only a few likes, and without the design team it's going to be really difficult to get those like tips and tricks out there to you. So please do give our videos a thumbs up, support all the DT members at Tonic Studios. We love what we do and we want to continue doing what we're doing. It would be amazing if you joined us on our journey as we craft, create and offer inspiration, and most of all, you know, we get to share a part of us and what we also enjoy doing. So give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to receive future notifications of any future videos that we make. And all that's left for me to say is thank you again so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care guys, bye.